Right, okay, this is the first video in a series of videos to show you how to make an animated GIF. So the animated GIF is this thing here. It's a series of images that have been put together and it switches from one picture to the next automatically. This is doing a nice little fade, and I will show you how to do that in a later video. Okay, so this is what we want to make. So the first thing you're going to need to do is get your images, and I've got all my images here already. Now, before I actually get into Photoshop, I want to show you how I searched for these images. And I'm not going to teach you how to put in a keyword and then find an image, because I know you know how to do that. But there's a strategy I used to make sure that I had, oops, sorry, try that up again. I had the right results turning up, so I didn't have to look through too many images. Okay. And let me show you what I exactly mean. Right, so I want exotic birds. I'm going to go to images, and as you can see here, I've got a load of pictures, different sizes, different heights. Some are square, some are rectangle, and they're all sorts of colors. So what you can do is, if you've got a plan, then Google can help you out a bit. So you know the example that I'm working with. Let me just show you my example again. So I know some of you are using like a maximum of 2 colors in your website because of your logo, whatever, that's fine. But because this one is using every color under the sun, I wanted specific colors, specifically these colors, and you can see that I've actually found them and I've put them in my logo. So just to make your life easier that way, what you can do is adjust a few settings in advanced search of Google. So I'm going to go to advanced search. And then where you've got image size and aspect ratio, you can specify things here. So let's just say you want a square GIF. You say, you know, return me only pictures that are square. And if you want to specify small, medium, large, or whatever, then you can do that. So I'm just going to say medium and square for now. And then I'm going to go ahead and advanced search. And then what you'll find generally is a load of square pictures. So that helps because when it comes to you putting these images on top of each other, when you need to do that for the GIF, there will be less like resizing and cropping and all of that. Okay. So another thing I want to show you in advanced search is color. So you can search by color. So I wanted a pink bird, for example. So if I click on pink, then I get pink images, or images which have a lot of pink in them. So there you go, there's a pink bird. That would be something that I might use, or better this one because it's got no text on it or whatever. You need to stop doing that. Those of you who are using images with text going across it, it doesn't look good. So this is up because I already made some choices in advanced search. So if you haven't got it there, you just want to specify color, then you just go to advanced search and specify color from there. So similar, look, if I want a blue, like a nice blue bird, then I will have those images popping up, yep, that are relevant to what I want. So go ahead and make sure you use those advanced search criteria so that you can get specific results. I'm just going to click on this one. When it comes to you saving it, don't save from here. Click on view image and save from here. And the reason why I'm saying that is plenty of times people try and save from the previous screen and it doesn't work. But when you click here, it normally works fine. So when you click on the image here, make sure you give it a meaningful name. So I might call this Bluebird. And I'd put it in an appropriate folder. So I would go to, you know, my drive, activity 3, and I'd put it in a website or web images folder or something. So make sure you're doing that. When you have saved all your images, then you need to simply put them into Photoshop. So I've got all my images here ready, as you can see. If I just hover over it, you will see 348 by 348, 450 by 450, 455 by 455, and so on. Okay, so they're all square. Okay, they might not be as the same size, but at least they're all square, so that's something. What you need to do now is go into Photoshop and set up your document. So because mine is a square, in this example is a square, you're going to need the same pixels for width and height. I'm going to start with 300 by 300 because I think that will be fine in terms of size. If you want to change the size of it, if you want to test it first, then go ahead and do a 300 by 300, stick a picture in, save it, put it on your website, on your actual Photoshop, your homepage Photoshop document, and just see what it looks like. If you feel like you need to make it bigger, smaller, whatever, go ahead and adjust this size, and then the pictures can be adjusted to this size. Right, then you need to place the images. So File, Place, click on the first picture, click Done, and then move on to the next one. File, Place, click on the second picture, and as you can see, look, they're all like being placed on top of each other, and there's no like gaps, or there's one picture's not shorter than the other, whatever, and it's because they all have the same aspect ratio. Yeah, so the ratio of the height and the width is the same. So squares normally are quite an easy one to do. Rectangles, you know, you might have to do a bit of adjustment. Oops, what did I do? I did save. Files, Place, sorry, and there you go. So you can have, you know, 3 images, 4 images, 5 images, whatever. I would recommend a minimum of 3. I wouldn't go up to like 7, 8, 9, 10. Just, you know, 3 to 5, 3 to 6 is fine. So there you go. Here are all my birds. Obviously, as you can see, I'm changing the layers. You can't see things changing because obviously you need to promote what's underneath the layer to be able to see it, but you can just leave it as it is. So that's how you set up the document ready to start your GIF, and that's going to be shown in the next video.